Yo, them pockets looking empty at the start of 2019? We about to fix that today.
All these people are talking about wanting to sell you a lifestyle. We're here to sell you a life.
Selling on Amazon has absolutely changed our lives. Yo guys, what's up? It's the Dropshipping Terminator. Me and my partner, the Dan of Steel. We talk all about that Amazon goodness, baby. That e-commerce life, all types of FBA, private label dropshipping, a little retail arbitrage here and there. All that stuff. That sounds good? Make sure you do the typical like, comment, subscribe, click that little notification bell so you get updated and get into the free Facebook group, man. You can't be part of the crew if you're not in there. You can't win stuff. Right now, we actually have a giveaway going on. All right, so we're giving away some secret stuff to the person who invites the most people and to our top contributor of the month. So, hey, get in there, win something. Could be a Switch, could be a vacation. We do a lot of nice giveaways. So yeah, anyway, that ain't what you here for. You here to learn about how you gonna make you some money in 2019, specifically with Amazon. Now, for all you regulars, you know what time it is, baby. Time to get right into it. You guys know that we typically don't condone a lot of these other methods and stuff like that because it violates Amazon's terms of service, but we're gonna talk about all that stuff today, all right? So right off the bat, yo, we don't care how you do it. We don't care if you come to us to mentor you. We don't care if you go to somebody else. We just want y'all to get on Amazon, start selling, start making some money, okay? Don't matter who you picking. It really don't. All that matters is that you're making money. So we gonna start this off right now. If you guys don't have a lot of money, if you guys only have like $100, $200, then you're gonna have to get into the in-person retail arbitrage thing. You're gonna be doing, you're gonna be doing retail arbitrage, the FBA way, okay? You're not gonna be doing online retail arbitrage. You're gonna be doing in-person retail arbitrage. You're gonna be driving around, finding sales, getting deals, using the Amazon app to find these products. You're gonna go into the store, you're gonna be scanning barcodes, all that stuff to see profit margins on those products. It's gonna be a lot of work, but it don't matter. You have to get this done, guys. If you're trying to make money and you don't have a lot of it, this is going to be the quickest way to get an influx of capital, okay? Retail arbitrage does work, all right, period. It doesn't work at scale unless you have enough capital, but it will work to build up to move on to a different type of selling, okay? So that's retail arbitrage FBA. You're gonna go into the store, find these products, scan them with the app. You know, it'll tell you the FBA fees, everything, man. You'll take those products, you'll send them into an Amazon warehouse, boom, done. Amazon will sell them for you. You'll get paid. That's it. Okay, that is by far the easiest way to get started. The easiest way if you don't have a lot of money. Now, if you guys have a little bit more money, you know, you're trying to get, you know, just basically a cash grab. You're just trying to make money. You're not trying to build something long-term, build a brand, any of that stuff. You're just trying to make money just like you would with retail arbitrage the FBA way. You can do online retail arbitrage. Now, I'm going to preface this. This is against Amazon's terms of service. Okay, guys? We don't do it. We'll never do it. That's just not our thing. Like, not trying to get shut down, whatever. Maybe we'll do it just to show you guys that, you know, it can be done, but whatever. So let's talk about this. Online retail arbitrage would be you guys going to like Walmart, Home Depot, places like that, and using them as your supplier. You can't do that, but you know, there's tons of products out there that you can list that are already seasoned. Kenmore generators, bunk beds, all types of stuff, all types of items that can fetch a pretty decent margin. Now, granted, you're going to be selling them at cutthroat prices because you're going to be competing for the buy box on those items, and you're going to need tons of listings, thousands in most cases. You'll be using repricing software such as SKU Grid and all that stuff, but it can be done. If you have a credit card with a decent amount of capital, you know, a few thousand, with a decent limit, you know, a few thousand, where you have, you know, a couple $1,000s in capital, you can get started doing this method and scale up. Now, it's going to be a little hectic, all right? You're going to be using cashback credit cards and rebates to basically get your profit, all right? Because you're going to be selling at almost flat broke on the front end to make your money on the back end, which is why we don't do it. We're not into making just a little bit of money. Like, that's just not us. Like, if we're going to be selling and making money, like, we want to make real money. So that's just not what we want to do. All right, so beyond that, guys, so let's move on from that. You know, you guys can do that method. You know, link up with our boy Matt Gambrel or Dropship Tyler. You know, they do that very well. They're multi-million-dollar Amazon sellers. definitely get on that. We don't do that, okay? We're not going to do that. As much as Matt tries to get us to do that, and maybe we'll collab with them and try. Maybe we'll collab with him and Tyler or something. We'll talk about that later. But yeah, anyway, check them out if you want to learn that method. All right. Then there's your traditional Amazon FBA way, you know, which if you guys are really just trying to get into private labeling and you're just dead set on the whole FBA model because you don't want to take a lot of time to get into, you know, drop shipping like we do, the private label drop shipping, you guys can go the Amazon FBA way. You can go reach, you know, private label Amazon FBA. You'll be sourcing your products from, you know, places like Alibaba or perhaps DHgate. You know, you'll be doing custom packaging, bundles, stuff like that, and then you'll be sending them into an Amazon warehouse. Benefits of this is that you don't have to really worry about your product. You know, you're going to get them, you're going to get a sample, take a look at it, do your product photography, make sure that your packaging is looking good, and then you're going to go ahead and ship it right on off. That's it. Amazon packs it, ships it, handles the customer service for you, all that stuff. It's really, really simplistic. You know, it's fairly hands-off. Now, you do have to be mindful of things as far as like shipping times to get there, you know, whether you're going to be shipping by sea or by air. Just there are things that you do have to worry about, but those things can be mitigated if you're pretty good with logistics. Okay, I know Bo Crabble says that, oh, if you're not a marketer or an advertiser or whatever, that you can't be successful with Amazon FBA, and that's just simply not true. It's not true, at least with private label FBA. You can be successful with it. Now, you're not going to be successful at scale right off the bat with like one product. Okay, like you're not going to do $100,000 with one product in most cases. That's just unrealistic. Some people get very, very lucky. Most people are not going to get very, very lucky because they don't have the capital to do so, okay? That's what people aren't telling you behind the scenes. Those guys that are doing $30,000, $40,000 with one product, they're not telling you all the advertising that's going behind it to get all that, okay? They're not telling you they're doing all these other things to make that happen. Now, there's our method, private label dropshipping, man. That's what we love. It's very near and dear to our hearts. It's something that we do before we convert to private label FBA because those listings are already ranked, so we don't have to start from scratch, and we are already making money, and then we just end up making more money because the profit margins are even higher than the 30 to 50%. You're looking around 60 to 70 at that point. It's fantastic, okay? So with that, you know, it's like private label FBA, except instead of sending the products into Amazon, you're going to be sending them directly to customer, okay? You get an order on Amazon, you're going to go to your supplier and then ship them to the customer directly, you know? So that there's a lot of moving parts behind it, but that is the way that we personally would go if you don't have a lot of money. If you're just starting off, you can choose the retail arbitrage FBA way, or you can choose private label dropshipping. Private label dropshipping is hands off. You know, you're not going to have to go to stores and all that stuff. You are going to have to mitigate shipping times and things of that nature. So if you guys are not interested in that, or you guys are just kind of lazy, don't do it. It's not for you, baby. It is not for you. Don't even try. Like, just let it be. Let it ride. You know, if you just want to set it and forget it type of deal, then, you know, retail arbitrage, the FBA way is more your speed. If you're really trying to build a brand and carry that over to private label FBA, then starting with private label dropshipping is more your speed. You know, if you have a couple $100, you can get started. It's going to take you a little while to scale up, but that's okay because you're not spending any money up front. Okay, you're only spending money when that product sells. So if the product doesn't sell, it's okay. It does not matter. They're not going to charge you for that listing. It can just sit there perpetually, okay? Do your product research. Everything's going to be fine. You'll be good to go. So guys, those are all the ways that, there's even more ways than that, but those are the main ways that you're going to be selling on Amazon, all right? You can do wholesale drop shipping, but you would have to set up your LLC and all that stuff, and we're really not going to get into that because it's a little bit more advanced. And people that are beginning, it's definitely not going to be for you. If you're brand new, you're not going to get into wholesale drop shipping. These methods, those four, they're going to help you out, okay? This is how you're going to make money on Amazon in 2019. Now, I know what you guys are thinking. You're like, how much money can I make? I want to make $100,000 a month. Let me make $100,000 a month. Not going to happen unless you got around $50,000 in capital, okay? If you don't have 50 grand in capital every month, you're not going to do $100,000. Just be quiet. Just stop while you're still ahead. You're not even selling. You're not even making money right now. Slow your roll. Start selling, start making money, and then you can start talking about making $100,000 a month. When you do your first 10K, actual profit, come back and then we'll talk. Until then, okay? So if you're very new to the game, you don't want to have a lot of risk, you're not really looking to get into all the logistics and stuff like that, definitely go with retail arbitrage the FBA way. It's going to be a little bit more difficult to scale up if you don't have enough capital to do it at large, but you're going to be fine. Now, when it comes to private label dropshipping, you got a little bit more money, you have a few $100s, hey, you can get in. We got you, baby. This is what we do, what we're good at, what we help all of our students be successful with. It's not difficult, it's time consuming. You have to be willing to work. No questions, no ifs, ands, or buts. You're gonna have to put in that leg work. It's not for the lazy, it's not for people who just want to set it and forget it. And then we convert over to private label FBA with the listings that are doing the best. Private label FBA, you can do it our method, start with dropshipping or convert over, or start from scratch. You know, it's what Tanner J. Fox and all those other guys are talking about. It does work, but you're basically praying that that product actually sells. Now, if you do your product research correctly and you follow the right strategies, you will be successful, guys. You will be. But it's very difficult. It's not as easy as people make it seem. You can get a lot of things wrong. You can screw up. Now, it's very hands-off. Once you get everything set up, it's basically just reordering those products, sending them to an Amazon warehouse, and that's it. You know, you really don't have to do much else outside of that. Just kind of stay on top of your suppliers, make sure the quality is good, those types of things. If you get a bad batch, then obviously you're going to have to do all types of other things. But that's besides the point. Or if you big baller, you got an Amex Platinum, go ahead and get into online retail arbitrage. It's against Amazon's terms of service. You're going to have multiple accounts. Chances are you're going to end up getting in trouble and all that stuff. But whatever. If you got that kind of money, you can make a whole lot of it, okay? Our buddies make tons of money with it. It's a method that we don't do personally. It's a method that they do, and they're very successful with. You guys, I do not recommend getting into that unless you have a lot of cash to burn and know what you're doing, okay? You have to know what you're doing. You cannot just start and get into all that and think that it's going to be perfectly fine. You really need to be on top of things. You're going to be using a lot of automation software. You're going to be having a ton of listings. You're going to need virtual assistants. There's a lot of things that you're going to need that could potentially go wrong, okay? So do not get into that unless you're prepared to deal with the consequences. You know, huge risk, huge upside if you got the money. Huge risk, but a huge upside if you have the money. Okay, if you don't have the money, keep your butt off it. Don't do it. All right, that's it, man. 2019 is going to be your year. Make sure you get into the free Facebook group below. We can help you out. All right, that's what we do. We love helping you guys. We want you guys to make money. This is what it's all about. Now, if you don't want to make money in 2019, at least not on Amazon, hey, then whatever. Find out what works for you. But this will work as long as you're dedicated. Follow the steps. All right, so be safe. Be smart. Peace out. I'm going to catch you in the next one. All right? Later, player.